going on, YouTube? So check this out. 2010 Chrysler Sebring. Now, this is kind of a pain in the ass. Some things you'll have to understand when you're swapping out a transmission. You might run into some other problems, such as ball joints and CV joints might be broken, or the boots are ripped off. So you might have to replace some of those. The thing about this is that all I have to do now is just put the wiring harness back on, put all the wires onto the transmission, put the front end back on. I've already replaced this knuckle right there, and I've also replaced the CV joint. So later on I'll be replacing this spring. Also, I replaced that rack and pinion as well. So when you are replacing your transmission though, most of your engines that are sideways, front wheel drive, you'll have your transmission on the right side. Some foreign cars like to put it backwards. Either way, you don't necessarily have to take off the front end in order to access the transmission. For me, I like to have a little bit more room and a little bit more maneuverability. First things first, after you take off all of your front end, if you so desire, you have this box down here. It has a cover. I have to put it back on. But you have this flywheel from the engine that connects to the transmission. So these bolts right here are flat. You want to take your time on this. As you're taking this apart, next step is going to be the starter. 2 bolts right there and right there. And your connectors as well. Also, you're going to need to disconnect your transmission lines. How you do that is simply pull this back, and you have a little leaf pin right there. You're just going to take a little pointed screwdriver or something very pointy and pull it out. You'll do that for both of them. Next thing you know, you have 3 bolts right here for your radiator engine intake, or whatever you want. 1 and 2 and 3 at the back. Disconnect your hoses. Oh yeah, by the way, first this, take off your battery. Always protect your electronics. Also have your computer, which is this plug right here. You're gonna want to unplug that one as well. You should have 2. Now for this water pump, you have 3 10mm bolts at the back, and you have the bracket, which is actually attached to one of the motor mounts for the transmission. Besides the motor mount, you also have 1 bolt that is right there. Go ahead and take off the rubber disc. Then you'll also have these 3 transmission bolts right here on each side. You have your cross member for your engine, the bolts here,